French caps here. I see. Saw Josh had beat the crap out of
Are you guys going to give us hats?
What's that?
Are you guys going to give us hats?
Yeah, no. Not hats. Maybe like bloody hearts or something, you know.
How's, you're in the middle of directing right now.
I am.
Are you really happy to be here?
I'm so excited that I filmed until 4:30 a.m. yesterday morning.
Wow.
Caught an 8 a.m. flight, and then got here and realized that I didn't have anything to do until tomorrow. I'm a little off, but no, it's fun. I'll head back right after this, and got 3 more days, and then I can relax.
Jeremy said you were in this one a lot more than you were maybe in the last.
I'm in every day. Yeah, I think last year I was only in 3 days out of the 8.
Mm-hmm.
This year I'm in all 8 days. So it's a little difficult. The stuff with Jared, you know, like the scenes in the motel rooms and things like that. I can pretty much just, you know, block it out myself, pick my camera shots, and then he and I just go do our business as usual. So I don't have to worry about that. It's when we're in scenes with like guest stars who need direction or who want direction or you know, want that kind of affirmation of, is this the right, you know, am I playing this right? That turned to be that became very difficult because I'm in the scene with this person, so I'm trying to be Dean. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for what they're doing so that I can give them notes on their performance after they yell cut. It's very confusing for me. Very confusing, but it's a good challenge, and I like a good challenge, so there you go.
Let's talk about something you can actually talk about.
Okay.
Season 7, Time for a Wedding. There's a huge reaction to it. What did you guys think when you got the script?
What was the reaction to it?
Not favorable.
Not favorable?
Not favorable.
Really?
That wall was protective.
Yeah.
And it fell.
It fell.
Yeah.
See, they keep us, you know, in a room, you know, locked in. You know, I think that there's been chances that have been taken on our show that no other show has, you know, well, not no other show, but very few have taken. You know, the French Mistake, you know, that breaking that wall, and you know, even naming a show "Jump the Shark" kind of thing we definitely play with fire probably a lot more than people would be comfortable doing. And sometimes you fail when you take risks and you try something out and it, you know, one time it works, the next time it might not work, but you know, I did not, actually this is news to me, I didn't know that it did not work. I was going about my business as usual, trying to pretend that it was all awkward and playing Dean as I do, and you know, and we don't get time to really kind of get the reflection of or the feedback that the writers get. You know, they actually spend time and they look and they kind of look and listen a lot more than we do, because we get the next script and we got to go right in and start producing or start, you know, the production on that. So it's just kind of going full tilt for 9 months for us, and you know, and then all of a sudden, like, somebody's be like, hey, guess what? You won the People's Choice Award. It's like, what? When were we? I didn't know that. They're like, yeah, don't worry, they didn't present anything to you on stage.
You don't get to go.
You don't get to go, and it's like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. So we'll just go back to work then. So it is kind of very, you know, blinders on throughout the season. So you know, I don't know. My thought on the show was that it didn't seem that far out of the wheelhouse than what we do. Was it dealing with a subject that might be sensitive? Yeah, but I mean, we deal with that stuff all the time. You know, we deal with religious subjects that can be sensitive to people. You know, we deal with you know, like the French Mistake, with breaking that fourth wall and taking that kind of fiction out of the story. And so it's you know, I trust the writers know what they're doing. I trust the producers know how to run a show, and I show up and do my job. That's, you know.
So what can fans expect?
That's a good question to probably ask a writer. I've only read the first 2 scripts. Yeah, well, the one that I'm doing right now, which will air 3. And so, I'm sorry, it's for the first 3 scripts. So the season premiere we will start filming Thursday. Jared's birthday, oddly enough. So I know that we're back, obviously. Meaning that Dean is back out of purgatory, and there has been, I believe, a year has elapsed. And there's going to be a lot of flashbacks as to filling in the gaps of what happened that year, what happened while Dean was in purgatory, what happened while Sam was up top without Dean. So I wish I had more answers. I'm waiting kind of with bated breath as well to see what happens, but I know I know that's where we're headed. There's also some other underlying mythology that's going to be introduced, of which I couldn't tell you anything because they haven't told me.
You can.
And I've got a loud mouth as far as like spilling the beans, so it's probably best they don't tell me things because I'll tell you, and if they want to keep things secret, don't tell Jensen.
As the audience is learning what went on in that year, that the character's under purgatory, what scars will we see in the character in the season premiere? What effects of that time on your character will they be able to see?
As far as what happened?
Yeah, well, even though we don't know what happened.
Right.
In the acting or in the characterization.
Well, there was a character introduced in the first episode, which helps explain how Dean gets out. That character will then doesn't just go away. They stick around and, of course, cause problems. But because Dean is indebted to this character for his exit, it makes the situation sensitive and very volatile. So we will see. That's how things kind of get. That's how the onion gets peeled back, is through kind of this crazy relationship with this new character. Oh, okay.
Next table.
What, one question or?
We're running out of time.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.